Is Martin Fitzwater headed down the wrong path? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, let me start off by saying this. I hope what I'm about to say I'm wrong. I don't wish bad things on anybody. Now, Martin Fitzwater, now, he is at this moment one of the best bodybuilders in the world. His first Olympia appearance, he placed fourth. He followed it up last year at the Olympia, placing fifth. That makes him one of the best bodybuilders in the world. He followed his Olympia placing with a win in Prague, which qualified him for the Olympia this year, beating former champion Samson Dowder. We saw at the Arnold Classic a Martin Fitzwater that wasn't just a notch or two below what we're accustomed to seeing from him. He was a number of notches below. Now, let me divert a little bit. Martin Fitzwater has anger management issues. It's no secret. And it's been for quite a while. It goes back a number of years. He was going back and forth with some people on the social media, and he made some comments towards Nick Walker, basically wishing death upon him. Now we saw at Prague, where he won, his assault on Giles Thomas's phone. He wasn't happy with Giles Thomas because he thought that the previous year at the Prague Pro, Chris Bumstead should have gotten a win over Martin. Then followed up at the Arnold Classic, we saw his little emotional outburst. He was ecstatic when he heard Nick called for second place, the fact that he didn't win. And then we hear that there was a little bit of a scuffle backstage, that Martin shoved Nick. That hasn't been absolutely, totally confirmed, but heard it from a few different sources. So he has anger management issues, we know that. Moving forward into this Olympia, what's happening with Martin? And I talked about this a little bit in a previous video. We really haven't seen very much of Martin leading up to the Olympia. Almost nothing. And one or two things. Either he's keeping covered up and he's waiting for the Olympia to unveil an amazing package, or things aren't going along all so well. I would think now, I would lean towards the latter. These pictures just popped up, and I would have to assume that they're very recent pictures because they just emerged. I don't know what's going on with Martin Fitzwater's lats. I've seen people break out with acne due to the use of anabolics, but that's not an acne breakout. I don't know what he's sticking in there. I don't know what's going on with Martin. Now, and if these are recent pictures, doesn't physique, you're not seeing much of a physique-wise, but it still doesn't look like he's anywhere near contest shape anyway. What I'm worried about with Modern, and I said in the previous video, I think he's placing lower than he's placed before. I can see him, I don't see it as an impossibility that he could place out of the top 10. I can name 5 people right off the bat that I can almost for certainly guarantee he's not beating. That would make him no better than 6th place. And I can name a few more than 5 that, going by what I saw at the Arnold Classic and the silence from Martin Fitzwater, and we have some good talent in the Olympia this year. We got some battles that are going to be going on to fill in the rest of those places for the top 10. And there are a number of people that I think can place ahead of Martin and actually knock him out of the top 10. Now that becomes a problem. Martin has anger issues. He has emotional problems, there's no doubt about it. What happens if he gets knocked down to the lower end of the top 10? What happens if he gets knocked out of the top 10? How does he handle it mentally? Judging by past performances, I would say I would probably bet on it that he would not handle it all too well. I'm going to go a little further and say this. As far as roid rage, I don't think there's such a thing as roid rage. If you are a mild-mannered person, steroids are not going to make you a raging maniac. But like Flex Wheeler once said, if you're an asshole, the steroids is just going to make you a bigger asshole. And there are some people that really should not be taking steroids for various reasons. One of them is their mental stability. Martin, he could fit into that category. Maybe ultimately bodybuilding wasn't the best choice. I heard he was a wrestler before bodybuilding. He was a wrestler in school. With the things going on with him, he's probably not the best candidate to use anabolics. All right, I went on a little further than I wanted to go on. The point that I'm trying to get to is that I'm a little worried about Martin Fitzwater. He's not my favorite bodybuilder out there, but like I said in the beginning, I hope I'm wrong. I don't wish bad things upon anyone. And I'm going to finish up with this. I very much hope that I am wrong on this. And let's just see what happens with Martin. As of now, he is still in for the Olympia. And let's wish him the best. Okay, you can agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.